Hello and welcome to another edition of my tech tutorial series. So today I'm going to talk about Nginx. Okay, some of us may have heard of Nginx, but we also wonder what is it exactly, right? So Nginx is an open source web server that is able to act as a reverse proxy and load balancer. So what is a web server, right? So a web server is basically a server that is able to serve static content such as your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? So then what is a reverse proxy? Okay, so a reverse proxy is like an intermediary that sits between the client and the server, right? And then the client, when the client sends a request to get some information from the server, okay, it will ask the intermediary reverse proxy, okay, for this information. The reverse proxy will then direct this request to the relevant backend servers, get the relevant data from it, okay, before forwarding it back to the client, right? So, and then finally, what is a load balancer then? Okay, so a load balancer is used to balance the load across multiple backend service, okay, so that it improves your availability and performance, right? So there are different algorithms in load balancing, which we will look at. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to demonstrate the use of Nginx as a reverse proxy and load balancer using a Spring Boot web application. So let's dive right into it. So we'll first look at the Spring Boot application, right? So this is a simple controller with the following endpoint slash API slash hello. So when a user queries the following using either a Postman or using a browser, okay, from with a get mapping, right? It will return the following information: hello from instance running on port with the port number. So what is this port number, right? So if we look at the application dot properties, okay, we see over here I have created three instances of these files, right? So this is to create three instances of the application and it is launched. So the first one, right? I just call it assign it to port 8081. Okay, instance 2 is port 8082 and instance 3, okay, just call it 8084. Right, so with that, okay, we are going to launch the application. We see over here the Maven commands to run the three instances that we plan to create. Okay, so feed instance 1, instance 2, and instance 3 into the profiles, right, using the following. Okay, and then we can actually use a ampersand command, okay, the n command here to connect all three commands together. So we are going to paste these three commands here together into the Linux terminal. Paste the three commands, okay, press enter, okay, and let it run. All right, so you see over here, okay, the at the bottom, okay, ports 8081, 8082, and 8084 have been started, okay, on the appreciate.cat server. Let's test it out on the browser. Okay, so with firstly with port 8081, okay, and then the API slash hello, okay, and then again. All right, so this was tell us that it is returning an instance from port 8081, okay, and then next one, okay, 8082, okay, so the next one, 8084, right? So just to show, okay, 8083 wasn't created, okay, it will return an error. All right, so we have seen 8081, 8082, and 8084 instances being launched, right? But we are not interested in each individual port. Rather, we want to be able to use just one single port, okay, and then from there, the to get the load balancer to actually direct it to the appropriate instance, right, which is 8081, 82, and 84. Right, so in order to do that, we will need to use the load balancer, right? So let's take a look at how we can actually implement that. I've downloaded Nginx for Windows version. Okay, and place it into the folder here. right? So we are going to enable the load balancing feature, and in order to do that, we will need to make some changes, okay, into our configuration file. Okay, so it's right over here, okay, and then under nginx.config. Okay, so open it up. All right, so we are concerned with the following snippets of code here. Okay, first it is the upstream. Okay, so upstream means when the load balancer, which is our reverse proxy, receives the API call, okay, it will actually pass to this application called Spring Boot, okay, and with the following servers, right? So we have three instances that were created. So these are the ones here. Okay, and then for the server, okay, it is listening to at port 80, okay, with the name server name that is localhost, right? So the location would be the one that we created in our controller, Spring Boot application controller slash API slash hello. Okay, so we'll need to provide the following command directive proxy pass, okay, and with the name of the application, right? So Spring Boot here, okay, will be the same as what we have labeled on top here. Okay, together with some header informations. Right, so with this, we will be able to test out our load balancer. Let's start our Nginx server. Okay, start Nginx. Right, so with this, we'll mean that it's running. Okay, provide the URL to the Nginx server. Okay, so we will remove the port number. Okay, this was the one that was created. Okay, so see. Okay, so we have first 8082 that is given to that is written back. Okay, next is 8081, 8084. All right, so we have seen all three ports being used. Okay, so let's see which one comes next. Okay, 8082, 81, and 84 again. Right, so we see a round robin algorithm being used in the load balancer where it takes turn, right? The load balancer sends the client request to the three different servers that have been launched uh, in a round robin algorithm. Okay, so there are other algorithms as well, such as sending it to the one with the least connection and also the hashing approach, right? Yeah, but the default one would be the one with round robin. So this sums up the demonstration of how Nginx can be used as a reverse proxy, which load balances the incoming client request to the three different servers that were created. Okay, so here we see a round robin algorithm, which is the default algorithm used. And yeah, so Nginx is a very versatile web server which has many applications that can be, and it is for us to explore even further. Right, so this sums up my demonstration. Okay, I've enjoyed sharing this knowledge with you, and till next time, thank you.